And the events in the Middle East, the crisis in the Middle East certainly do have global impact. Indonesia is preparing an uninhabited island to host and treat wounded Gazans. The Muslim-majority country sent aid to Gaza directly after Israel's offensive following the Hamas terror attacks in October 2023, and it backs a two-state solution for the region. Here are more details now from the Indonesian Foreign Minister.
We're prepared to care for up to 1,000 children, women, or casualties who require medical treatment. Of course, with the approval of all relevant parties, including the neighbouring countries of Jordan and Egypt, as well as the Palestinian authorities themselves. To that end, we're preparing alternative locations where we can accommodate and care for them.
All right, we want to go live now to Indonesia. Our correspondent, Kenya Windanti, was at that press conference there in Jakarta. Can you tell us more about these plans and about this island where Gazans would be treated?
Yeah, so this plan has been going around for a while, but it's only certain just recently after some officials mentioned about Galang Island without further going into details. Galang Island itself holds a significant humanitarian legacy for Indonesians because it used to be a refugee camp for Vietnamese boat people. It used to be an isolation place during the early pandemic, and now it has existing health facilities that the government lauded as proper and sufficient to treat injured Gazans. As we heard together, the Indonesian government has argued that they are not relocating Gazans permanently. They are just treating injured Gazans in Indonesia. But this argument has met with skepticism from the public.
Yeah, I want to ask you about that. Indonesia has the largest Muslim population in the world. So how are Indonesians reacting to these plans?
Indonesia has been a strong pro-Palestinian supporters that believe the Palestinians should have their own established state. So when the plan was announced, it has immediately sparked disbelief and also rejections from the public because it seems that the government supports and recognizes especially Netanyahu's agenda to fully control Gaza. Some experts have also called the plan inefficient and risky, not only for the injured Gazans who will have to travel all along the way to Southeast Asian region, but it is also risky for the national interest in the context of financial and social issues.
Yeah, and I'm wondering, is Indonesia sending a diplomatic message here?
Yeah, it may seem that Indonesia wants to emerge as a key player in the humanitarian crisis, as President Prabowo Subianto earlier this year visited several Arabian Peninsula countries to seek support to move Gazans to Indonesia. Despite them saying no, the government kept rolling the idea, the plan, which sparked suspicions among people in Indonesia, especially the experts. The experts suspected that it is a barter diplomacy between Indonesia and the U.S. For a quick information, Indonesia was threatened to 32% tariff policy under Trump administration, but it managed to seal a deal at 19%. And less than a month after the seal, the Indonesian government announced the plan to move Gazans to Indonesia. So, yeah, so the intention here has been questioned whether it is purposefully for humanitarian purposes or it's just a bargaining power or bargaining deal for the U.S. And it could also signal a shift in Indonesia's diplomatic direction, which has been supporting two-state solutions for Palestinians and Israeli. But in my opinion, if Indonesia still wants to uphold the two-state solution while also emerging as a key player in the humanitarian issue, instead of moving Gazans to Indonesia, Jakarta could help to strengthen or improve health facilities in countries bordering Gaza.
Okay, DW correspondent Kenya Windanti in Jakarta. Kenya, thank you.